Hi, and welcome to my channel, Safi Mystic. Ooh. My name is Marjani, if you are not aware and you've never been here before. Nice to meet you. And if you're coming back, welcome back, guys. Now, what I'm going to be doing here with this reading, hopefully, is not going to be crazy long. I'll try my best. Is basically going to look into what's happening between you and another energy that I am picking up on here. Whether or not you still talk with this person, this is an ex, this is someone who you're communicating with, you're connected with, but there's some sort of, I got the word hesitancy. There's mystery surrounding the connection that you share with this person. I'm just going to explore it and see what's going on. Why this person is in your energy, just to get some insight for you guys, okay? All right, nice spirit. So, well, of course, I just saw 111, and I'm seeing sweetheart, milk, and honey, and I thought to myself, the first person I should really dig into just to get like a surface level energy check was for you. So I love seeing the sweetheart, milk, and honey card here, as I'm really gonna get in this for your energy. Am I taking side cards, reverse cards, anything like that in this regard? No. Okay. So we have bum, very codependent, mooch of people. Now, what is this meant to represent? Okay, so why did this come out? Is this how, oh, what? Okay. Now, all right. Like I said, I went into this with the intention of looking into your energy first. But my spirit team is kind of telling me to sort of backtrack in a way. And highlight the fact that this card came out, not necessarily because, you just found this video for me to call you a bum for whatever reason. That's crazy. This is not your energy, but this is the energy that is being projected at you as if this is the truth of who you are and this is how you were when you were connected to this person. So I'm already curious as to who is out here calling you a bum. What? Okay, just to be straightforward with you on this, it seems like from the energy I'm picking up right now, this individual, whomsoever they are, it's almost as if they see you as being kind of needy, or at least at the time when they connected with you, you were almost like beneath them. They didn't see you as being on the same level. For whatever reason, whether this has to do with your level of intelligence, whether it has to do with how you are on an emotional level, has to do with schooling. I don't know. I'm just seeing like different avenues that you could take this on. It really doesn't matter which direction they pull this from or that they're trying to pull this from. Ultimately, it just seems like, oh, you're less than me, or you're not good enough for me, is what they're giving me here. As if you needed me when we connected, or whatever the case is between you and this person. However, this connection had been explored. They're over here calling you a bum, darling. And underneath the deck we have horny, needy, clingy. Okay. Okay. And that just threw me for a loop. I'm not gonna lie, because I was picking up on it, but I didn't want to say anything until it was confirmed for me. It's almost as if they're only saying, hey, when you've sent pictures of yourself or videos, or when you were physically intimate with this person, take it how it resonates. I don't know who this is for. That was really when you were, I don't even want to say that. That's so rude. When you were that's when you were worth, considering. Because whoever this is, they didn't look at this as being something to commit to. They didn't see you as being as being the person that they should commit to, but it just feels like in general they were very standoffish when it came to the idea. But it's like, I get that, but that doesn't mean you have to be a dick, I'm sorry for my language, but it's just rude. Unnecessarily rude, but hey, okay. Alright. Talk to me, Spirit. Show me the energy in regards to this person. Currently, what's going on with them? Yeah, one, it pertains to the collective. Give me some insight on that, please, and thank you. Whoa. Is this it? Or do I put it back? This is it? Really? Just like this? Upright. Just like this? You sure? Huh. So we have broke and sad, beaten down, left out of blessings. And we have new love, change of pace. Huh. What's with this guy? I want to say what's with this guy, because I'm getting a more masculine energy, because there's a lot of ego here. Not to deny any woman of, having a large ego that is just inflated, but I'm picking up more masculine energy in regards to this. But of course, if you feel like flipping the roles, feel free to do so, okay? For what I'm gathering with them, it's like they're open to, it's weird because it's like with you, they were not ready to be committed to you. But it seemed like there were certain issues that they had going on that they didn't want to face. So they kind of shut you out. They made it seem like maybe you just weren't good enough or whatever. Or they were a real dude bag to you. And made it seem like, you need to be better, or you need to do this in order for me to be pleased or something like that. This is getting too personal for me. But hopefully I'll be able to help you with my insights here, considering that I've gone through something very similar to this years ago. From what I'm getting with this person, it's like they are open to the idea of connecting, but it's out of this desperate attempt to not feel ashamed. You get what I'm saying? Because with this card coming out, broke and sad, beaten down, left out of blessings. What blessings? Out of being connected to you. But I find that kind of ridiculous, and it feels almost contradictory, because you were just calling the collective a bum. What do you mean you're missing out on being connected with them? Something about like renewing things between you and them. They're open to things being different, being new, refreshed, almost like reborn. Something completely different than it ever was. But it feels like it's coming out of a space of desperation, where they feel like, okay, how I thought things were gonna go, it's just not going. It's just not going the way that I thought it was going to be. And yeah, a lot of things turn to shit. I'm getting something about being really uncomfortable about something. I don't know what this is. Oof. And we have underneath the deck, broken family, unhealthy dynamic, divorce, no longer resonating. I feel like this person tried to move on. They could have had a family. They could have genuinely had kids. There might have been a pregnancy. There was some sort of progression here between them and another person here. But it's almost like I'm being brought back to the idea of they've seen this type of relationship dynamic before. Not with you, though. That's the thing. It's almost like they were taking out their frustrations on you and trying to belittle you. Meanwhile, they had issues that stemmed way before, probably in reference to their parents and seeing their parents divorce or be separated or just never be good enough for each other. They just had this tension. It was just problematic is what I'm getting. just really rough. I got the word outdated. The phrase outdated. I got that word. I don't know why. Like that whole like that way of approaching love is becoming outdated here. It's like they can't really tolerate that because they know that there can be something different. But this is so strange. It's so strange for me, I'm not gonna lie. Because it still seems like they're kind of still lying to themselves. And because they're still doing this, yeah, because they're uncomfortable. There's this fear building up here when it comes to them. And the whole idea of being connected with another. It's just, it doesn't feel real. Thank you. Reversed or normal, like upright. Here, keeping this reverse. Let's see. And we have malicious, bad intent, negative influence, and it came out reversed. Yeah, it's like, I kind of figured this was going to come out. They pretty much are saying here with their energy that they don't want to hurt you like they did. They don't want to be that person that they were in the past and treat you the way that they did. They don't want to disrespect you, be awful. It's like I want to say mean. Like they don't want to be mean to you. They don't intend for that. That doesn't mean that they can automatically treat you right. Just because they don't want to treat you bad, that doesn't mean that they can come towards you with a positive energy. If they don't hold that themselves. You know what I mean? We have close to you, nearby in spirit, connected in astrals. In the astrals. It just comes off like they're almost spiritually stalking you on some level. Or at least that's what they would want to do. Every once in a while they think about you. And it's like they're wondering to themselves, like, what could have been? You might be thinking to yourself, well, this was just a karmic relationship where, you know, you sort of had to experience this as some kind of lesson. Yeah, as I cut the tech. The other side, we have healing, self-care, time out, be gentle. It's just like, it feels almost like, how do I say this? Yeah, it just feels like one big trial and error. Not only to try to find forgiveness, acceptance in your heart, but to really be gentle, more gentle with yourself and what you are willing to tolerate is what I'm gathering here. Sorry for shaking the camera so much, guys. I really apologize for that. Well, let's see what we get here. Okay. Alright. Ooh. Uh-huh. Alright. So we have two cards. Oh, snap. Yeah? Okay. So we have denial. Wow. Repressed emotions, rejection, unable to see below the surface. Now, on some level, you may have been in this position where you didn't want to fully address what was going on between you and this other person, where they were treating you badly, or at least you were seeing the red flags, and you just didn't want to address it because for some reason I'm getting something about like I could fix him, or I could we could see this through together. It's gonna work. You know, it can work. It will work. But it's like there were a lot of signs sort of trying to pull you in the direction of recognizing what needed to be dealt with, what needed to be healed within yourself, and what was really taking place in connection to this person. But you didn't want to see it. Because on some level, you sort of believed what this person was telling you about yourself, or why they were treating you this way. Of course. I'm sure you have your own reasons. I'm getting, yeah, with this rejection being here, I'm getting that you know what it's like to be left alone or to be disregarded. So it's like when this person was giving you attention, even though it was not good attention, it was at least something, and there was value in that for you. I get that. Vibration, energy, and positivity. Raise your vibration to attract what you desire. Yeah, it just seemed like you didn't necessarily. I feel like even now, as you're watching this video, you don't necessarily believe that you can get what you want, at least when it pertains to love, because of how much that you've gone through and how much you have lost. I'm getting bits and pieces of yourself. But again, yeah, you need to forgive yourself. You need to forgive what mistakes you might have made, what things you might have done, decisions that you took upon yourself. You know that scene where in Family Guy, Stewie and Brian are talking? I don't know what they were talking about. I think Stewie was like venting and trying to make sense of what was happening. So he was saying a lot of stuff. He was just talking, and Brian was just like, Stewie, it's not your fault. Stewie, it's not your fault. And it's like he kept saying that until Stewie, I think, broke down or he started crying. At least that's the imagery that I'm getting. I don't know if that's what really happened. But that's kind of what this is feeling like. Do I just need to keep telling you it's not your fault, what you've experienced? Because that's what I feel like I need to do. Hey, collective, it's not your fault. That people did what they did in your direction. It's time to realize that there's so much more beauty, positivity, just lovely experiences that you can have and that you will have the more that you open up yourself to the idea that it's possible for you. And I get it if you don't necessarily believe what I'm saying, but I'm just saying. The answer to your question is no. And underneath the deck we have romance. Wow, revel, flow, savor, entice. Open yourself to romance. This person is blatantly saying no. They don't want to do that. It's almost like they would rather be sad, beaten down, feeling like things are just not working out well for them. They would rather pretend to be all right with someone else than come to you and be honest with you about how they really feel, about how they treated you. Wow. Okay. Should I get another card for this person? Yeah, why not? Oh, where did you go? Come here. All right. Wow. Yes? Upright or wow. And we have soulmate, compatibility, compassion, companionship, your best life partner. This person literally, they believe that you were their best life partner and they see you as being their soulmate, which is insane given the kind of energy that they were pushing out. But look, we have receive underneath the deck. It kind of comes off like you had so much to give here to this person. You were just like a big old bucket of fruit, just ripe. It's like I'm getting something about ripe for picking. Like you just had so much to give. You had yes, like an abundance of just something. Is it just the energy? Is it like material things? Like you literally had a lot that you gave, not just of your energy, but what kept you stable. You gave of yourself, like your flesh is what I'm getting. You gave so much of yourself. And it's just like, you carry such an abundant, beautiful energy. And they're playing as if you weren't good for anything other than what they could get from you. And I don't like it. I don't like it. Hold on, give me 1 sec, okay? Okay, all right. Yeah, talk to me about this person's intention a bit more, please. What's going on there? It's like they don't want to believe that they can be loved, or there is love for them. At the same time, when they think of you, it's like they know that it exists. Deep down, subconsciously, they know that it exists. But they already messed things up by treating you the way that they did. They're upset about that, but they don't want to honestly own up to that. So the whole idea of connecting and going out on a date, or reaching out to you, calling you, or even trying to connect with anybody else, it's kind of weird, because I'm getting this sort of vibe as if they find ways to bring you up. Like they will mention you in some way, and it doesn't even feel like, it's just like, you know, they want to talk to somebody about you in a way where they're reflecting on everything that happened. It's almost like they want to sort of blame you. They want to, is what I'm getting, but they're so strange, man. It's like I don't have the words to describe this kind of up and down behavior. You know how sometimes people would say how their previous partner was just crazy and did all these things to them and made them feel so bad and all this sort of stuff, but it's like you can tell on some level that this person is victimizing themselves. So they paint an image so the person who they were with would basically take up the image of being the problem that was there in the relationship, so that they don't have to own up to their mistakes and what they might have done, what they might have said that caused things to crumble. That's what I'm getting. It's giving like a false narrative, but deep down, it's just, this is odd. Yeah, deep down it's like that's what they want. They want to connect. This person wants to reunite with you. But it's like, I can't tell you, oh yeah, they're gonna come forward and tell you and admit this to you. Be for real. Like, I'm not getting that. They're saying blatantly, nah, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing that. And it's not because you're not worth it. That's the thing. I feel like the more that you embrace just how beautiful you are, just how much progress you've made, just how much you are worth, because I feel like you have been beaten down. You have been treated in ways that you were not deserving of receiving. You didn't deserve to be treated like that. But I feel like over a while you started to believe that that's just how life is for you. That's just how people are, and that's just what you're gonna get, because that's all that ever was. You gotta open up your mind, baby. Open up your mind, man. Okay? Man, bro, sis. I don't know. I'm just saying. Talk to yourself more positively, man. I feel like you gotta do some shadow work. Look into that. I don't want to spend a whole 10 minutes talking about shadow work and what you can do about it. Please look into it. Because it just comes off like the more you reject yourself is the more that people like this are going to find you and try to connect to you so that they can take what you have, because it's almost like you have convinced yourself, or you have been convinced, you've been programmed to sort of tell yourself that giving of yourself and allowing people to step on you is a show of your worthiness, when really and truly it's just you giving away the power that you have to make things better for yourself. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I saw that word sacrifice in my head. It's just a way to sacrifice yourself and sort of be almost like a martyr. And be in denial of what you truly deserve. All right, let's see this person's intentions here. Settling, wow. Scarcity, insecurity, lack of faith, believe that you deserve the best. What was I just saying, though? Well, let me just say this. It's not like this person is really interested in going beyond themselves and reflecting, finding faith, finding something to hold on to so that they can really find like rejuvenation in their spirit, to feel more, to love, to evolve. I'm not getting any of that here with them. I wasn't getting it before, but this card just seals the deal there. Then we have deception, mask, illusion, duplicity, look beyond the superficial. And this card can also represent ego. Yeah, has a card the deck of control as well. Yeah, it just seems like sort of recycling what they've gone through already. Excuse me. And look, just with this image alone, it's making me feel like childhood home, or like the home of your grandparents. Like, this house has been around for a while, and it just feels like holding on to what has already passed, what has already been experienced. This person, they don't want to go beyond where they have been. So I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you, well, oh, maybe you can fix him. No, I don't want to give you any false narrative or make you feel like, oh, you're gonna find growth with this person, because I can tell this is pretty troublesome. This whole thing is just feels so troublesome, because you have a lot of thoughts going through your head as to whether or not you should take certain actions with this person, or maybe you should move on to someone new, or but it's like, so much of what I'm getting here is the complete disregard of self-worthiness. And at the very least, I'm going to tell you that this is important to emphasize on, okay? If you truly want to move forward in a loving, committed, just a beautiful relationship where things are balanced out, and you and the person who you can connect to can build and grow and learn and just love each other unconditionally. As much as I can say unconditionally, I know, I get it. Of course, there's things that you always have to go through in a relationship, but like, once you reach that point where you're so accepting of the person that you're with, and they're so accepting of you, and it's not anything toxic where you feel you have to dumb yourself down, or you have to be treated awfully in order for them to stick around. When that's not the case, it's such a relief. It's such a relief, and I want you to feel relief in knowing that you don't have to deny yourself of love. Ever. You know? Yeah. I feel like it's honestly so important that you just look after yourself, because this person, whoever this is, they're not in the energy of saying they want to progress, or they're ready to face themselves, to face their demons, to do their shadow work, to heal, or whatever. Like, I'm just not seeing it, and they're clearly showing it. Okay, all right, let's see here. Yeah, they have to be able to put in the work. They have to be willing to put in the work. Let me say that. It's just not It's just not happening here so far. Do I do the same thing, or should I focus on them? Okay. All right. Okay. In order for there to be a strong, healthy commitment in anything, you have to be willing to leave behind what is no longer serving you. You have to be willing to move on. I got the word temptation. So hey, I don't know how, the physical stuff was between you and this person. For some of you, yeah, I get it, okay? I get it. That was nice. It was nice. Oh, wow. Please don't let anybody's taco or the sausage or whatever, don't let that be like the main contributing factor to whether or not you should stick around or connect with somebody, please, because you can get so screwed up just by hanging on to something like that. Like, things can go real bad real quick if you don't perceive more of what's taking place when it comes to the people you connect with. Wow, we have Knight of Wands. And we have the Ace of Wands. What is with all this horny vibes? What is going on? Alright. Let's see what's going on. Show me the collective's energy. Thank you. We have the Three of Swords. Aww. Well, look. We have the Three of Swords here, and we have the Two of Cups underneath the deck. I'm telling you, once you are truly able to let yourself cry, for some of you just need to let yourself cry because you've been holding back too long. Or you just own up to the fact that you have been hurt. For some of you, own up to the fact that you allowed yourself to be hurt. It's not a crime. We're here to learn. We're here in this experience of life to learn and to live. Okay? And that's what you've been doing. Regardless of how insane it's been, it can always get better. And you have to know that. With the Two of Cups being here, I feel like sort of allowing yourself to break free, to feel these emotions, to really highlight what you have dealt with and be honest with yourself about this is going to allow you to finally heal. And I heard the word propel, sort of propel you in the direction of being able to connect with somebody who will genuinely see you as you are and love you as you are. They just want to love you because they want to. They feel like that's the right thing to do. That's what makes the most sense. You're worthy of their love. You're worthy of so much that they are willing to give, is what I'm getting. It's just like like a divine, unconditional feeling of love where, you could do anything. Okay, I wouldn't say anything, but you could make as many mistakes, right? And I'm not trying to make excuses for any bullshit either. I'm just saying you could make any decisions, whatever. And it's like as much as it could get frustrating, it could get scary, somebody is going to be open to what you have to say, where you're coming from, what you've gone through, the traumas that you've dealt with, and they're going to be right by your side. What song is that? Because I'm hearing something and I don't know what it is. Hold on. Give me a sec. Wait. Anyway, let's continue. Like, I get it. Things are going to be pretty tough for you. And I'm here for you. of course, you can feel free to reach out to me and we can talk. Even if you don't necessarily want to book a reading with me, that's fine. Just reach out to me and I'll make time. I'll try my best to be responsive as soon as possible. When it comes to you, check the description box below and you'll see the links to where you can reach out to me. Okay. Man. All right, let's see what's going on with this person. Thank you. Page of Wands. One, or is it that alone? Okay, so we have Page of Wands and we have the Queen of Wands. It's like how this person comes off. They come off so, I don't want to say clueless, you know, but they come off as if they have so much development to do. They only have so much going for them when it comes to how they are able to be sensible. It's like they have the energy to push for things, but they're coming from such a limited place. I don't really have the words. Meanwhile, with you just looking like a whole snack, you look like you have everything under control from their perspective. And in a way, they see you as sort of like an avenue to heal themselves, to be able to find that hope, to be able to build on that hope, because it's like they have some. At least when it comes to you, it's just like, yeah, you know, we could come back together, we can connect, we can settle down, we can do whatever, as long as I can connect with you, but not like in a real, genuine sense where I can be committed to you since I see you as my soulmate, you know? Yeah. Honestly, you should say no to this person because they're saying no to you. At least they're saying no to the whole idea of being genuine here. It's like they want to be enthusiastic enough to get what they want. And it's temporary. And it's a lie. The thing is, it's like on some level, I don't even know if they realize that they're lying to themselves so much. That's why I was saying, like, their perspective is just so small. Do I continue with them or go into their intent? Okay. Okay. Give me one more for this person, please. For this individual who showed up in my reading here. Is there anything? No? Like, I'm not gonna lie, it seems as though they would literally just want to reach out to you to see if they can get through to you in a sexual way. That's really what I'm getting here. Like, would you want to go in the backseat of my car? You know? Or would you want to meet up here? Some of them, like from what I'm gathering, would be so brave as to get you like a hotel room, get you both a hotel room, or bring you into the home that they may share in connection to who they have in their life as it is. This is sad. What the fuck is this? I'm sorry, but we have 4 of Wands here. Because they're not happy. They're pretending to be happy. But it's like with you, connecting with you, it's almost like they can fake it better in their current life if they can just be with you for a little while. That is some energy vampire shit if I have ever seen it. You can't be for real, man. Come on. Yeah, for some of you, this person is legit looking at your social medias, or at least they want to reach out to you somehow. Whether it's through like like a second-hand social media account or something like that, because you may have them blocked or you guys don't talk or something like that. Getting something about phone numbers changing or whatever. Something happened to where you don't connect with this person like that, but it's like they have some other way they could reach out to you if they really wanted to. And it's like they're thinking about it. They're considering it because it would be good. But really it'll make them feel good. And they want that because they don't really like how their life is right now. They feel like they're settling right now. But they'll always feel like that until they address their own bullshit, which is just funny to me. Okay, what's this? Okay, page 1s, 201s, 301s. Wow. All they're going to do is wait until maybe perhaps they get lucky with you. Maybe they'll get lucky. Maybe you'll think about them. You'll keep thinking about them, and there will be some kind of action that takes place where you both can connect, or there's the option of being able to rekindle something. There's the option. Yeah, on top of the deck, we have the 2 of Cups. Oh, 9 of Cups next to this as well. How they're approaching this is just not healthy, man. Not sensible either, but okay, I guess. Even though I don't really feel like getting into these confessions, I planned on doing it, so let me do it. All right. Alright, Spirit, let's just get these messages for the collective. I hope that, you know, this was at least insightful to some degree. Helpful. Or, you know, you just liked spending this time with me. How long have I been shaking this camera? For real? Oh, man. I need to get something more stable. Okay. Wow. Look at this. No one else has ever made me feel the way that you do. But I'll take that to the grave before I tell you. I'm telling you, this person, they will... It's like they thrive on just being so closed off, secretive, just lying to themselves. And it's just like, well, okay. You do that on your own terms. You continue lying to yourself in your own corner. Why tug on the collective's energy over this? Alright, say what you really want to say. I'm embarrassed by my actions and I feel disgusted with myself. I'm telling you, they don't want to hurt you. But I'm telling you, there's some childhood wounds they have to deal with. There's issues within their family they have to deal with. Or this can be connected to other relationships before you, if that's the case. But I'm really picking up on family drama. Something happening with them, or something they experienced through their parents or like family members or something like that. Underneath the deck, you really are the best thing to ever come into my life. With all this energy, they started off strong. Like, yeah, you're just underneath me. That was such a lie. I knew this, but this person had me going for a loop here. They know that they could never get it as best as you have given of yourself. Because I'm not going to lie to you, with this energy that I am seeing here, you had a really tough time establishing healthy boundaries, right? If you want to lie to yourself, go ahead. But I'm here because I really want to support you in your journey. And I think that from what I'm seeing, you just had a really tough time with that. And I could resonate with that because I know I have. I've gone through this shit for many, many years. So I know what this looks like and what it feels like. And this is it. You gotta know that Nobody could literally be better than what you gave to this person. There's nobody that's going to be better than you, because you were willing to give your all of your essence away, just to see that this person would be accepting of you, just to see that they will be a little happier. Just with, you see, with how loving you are, you deserve someone who's willing to just give it all, because they know that you're worth it. You know? And I'm not trying to encourage anything insane. But I hope you understand. Just with how much you're willing to love someone, you deserve someone who's willing to do the same. At the very least, to be open, to be honest, to be trustworthy, loving, supportive, kind, you know. But this person, they feel like trash. That's why they trashed on you whenever this was going on. And that's why they're still trying to make it seem like, well, you did this or whatever to other people, is what I'm getting. But that is such a strong defense mechanism that this person has built to be able to feel good about themselves. They would trash on other people and make it seem like it was them. They did it to me. It's their fault. Yeah. Oh, I know the story too well. I know the story too damn well. So just hear me out when I say, you know, they deep down, they hate the way that they treated you, because they know that you didn't deserve that. Even though they are very immature, still, I'm saying still. I don't know how long this whole journey has been with this person, but they're not that advanced. Sure, whatever. I got something about book smart. Like, they could be book smart, but they're not like, I don't want to say street smart, but they're not like emotionally intelligent. Like, they're stunted in that regard. And I don't want to be disrespectful, but I'm going to be disrespectful because they hurt you. And I don't like that. So, they're stupid. They're stupid. Because we're friends, okay? I'm looking out for you guys, not them. Now, what's this? I'm keeping secrets from you, and I hope you don't find out. Do I want to look into that, boy? I wonder. I don't understand what you see in me. I don't feel attractive or worth the attention. They're telling you blatantly, like, when there was this connection between you and this person. Because I don't know if this is like an ex, this is like a rebound, friends with benefits thing, situationships. I don't know what this is or what this was. But from what I'm gathering here, they don't get why you even wanted to connect with them in the first place. Because they are struggling with insecurity. Struggling. They try to make it seem like they're not, but it seeps out in ways that, you know, they behave. And the same kind of goes for you in a sense. Where you don't believe that there's more for you out there. Where you deserve more. You know? So it really does feel like a whole karmic situation here. And that's really what it was. And I know I wanted to say the word karma from the beginning, but I didn't want to just be saying it just because I was picking up on that. I wanted more emphasis. I will reach out, so don't worry about reaching out. Let me find you. It just feels like that's what they want, but they don't even give me the confidence to say that they are willing to show up and say, hey, how's it going? Good morning. Hi. How have you been? You know, and just strike up casual conversation. It's like, yeah, they could, but do they want to? No, they don't. It's like they do, but they don't. They would much rather dream about this interaction, fantasize about this interaction, and settle in the life that they have chosen. Okay? And look, I'm just saying. Would they reach out to you? They can. But look, I'm not gonna tell you that they will, and I don't insist that you focus in on whether or not they'll reach out to you. To be honest. To be honest, you deserve so much better than this nonsense. Okay? They don't even like themselves. So what makes you think they'll have enough energy to like you and show up for you? I'm superficial and you are genuine. You always kept it real with me, and I didn't appreciate that. Can I just leave this out? Thank you. And look, you are my everything. Please know that. That's so sad. That's so sad. On top of the deck, I don't feel bad for how I acted or what I said. I'm an asshole. They make it seem like, you know, why would they not do what they did or not say what they said? Because they've kind of taken on this persona of being an asshole. But it's like they're lying to themselves about what they're doing. And in a way, it's coming off so contradictory in how they approach people. That's why I'm just here like, dude, make up your mind. Make up your mind. Okay. Do I leave this here? I'm leaving this here, guys. I hope that this was helpful in some regard. If it resonated for you, please do feel free to like this video if you want to support my channel. If you would like to connect more with me energetically so that I can get more sort of what's the word, concentrated messages, so I'm not swimming all in the ethers trying to figure out dozens of messages and I can't piece together. If you'd like to help me with that and to connect with me, feel free to like this video. Feel free to comment, share if you want, because the more you engage with me is the better off it will be for me to get the messages that would resonate for you. Okay? If you want to book a reading, of course, links are in the description box below to reach out to me if you want. If you haven't subscribed, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with you. But it's up to you. Much love, as always. Just thank you for being here with me and spending this time with me. I do appreciate that a lot. So, yeah, I'll leave you here with this. Please do take care of yourselves. And I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.